Hey guys, so my name is Juliana and today I'm going to be talking about 10 things that I learned in high school. I only graduated last June, so it's not like it's actually been that long since I graduated, but these are 10 things that I realized along the path of grade 10 to 12. So here in Nova Scotia where I live, our high school is considered grade 10, 11, and 12, but I know in some places it's 9, 10, 11, 12 or whatever, but that won't really affect the things I'm saying anyway. I will admit that my experience in high school was a pretty unique one. I went to a really small school, only 40 girls in my graduating class. It was a private school, it was a Catholic school, it was an all-girls school, so it was a little bit different than the experience I would have had in a big public school, but I still really enjoyed it. So the very first thing is that all the grades you get before grade 11 are completely irrelevant. I regret trying so hard in grade 7, 8, 9, and even in 10, because I was putting so much effort into things that really in the grand scheme of things weren't affecting anything at all. If the marks aren't going towards scholarships, aren't going toward getting into university, it's really not that important. Like, I mean, you should still try to do as well as you possibly can, but there's no point in slaving over something, freaking out over every little thing that goes wrong, getting upset when you even get an 80 on a quiz, when it really isn't going to affect anything in the end. The only exception to that rule, I would say, is if you need to get good marks, get into like an advanced course so that you can get into what you want to in university. Like, I had to get certain marks in certain maths to get into certain sciences back when I wanted to do science university, and I would have needed to get a certain mark in English if I'd wanted to do AP English, so that would be the only exception to my rule that you don't have to start doing well until grade 11. The second thing on my list is that you don't need to look good for school unless you want to. So I never really felt the need to look particularly good for school in high school, but there were plenty of girls who tried really hard to look good for school. And my real thoughts on that is that if you wear makeup because it makes you feel more productive or like you've got things more together, that's a really good reason to wear makeup, but you don't need to wear makeup to school. No one else is judging you. No one else is bothering to look good for school. So really, wear makeup for yourself, but don't wear makeup for anybody else. The third thing on my list is more of a life lesson than something I learned in high school, but it's something I have really realized recently, is that the people who your mom does not like are probably just not good people. They're probably not the friends you should keep with you forever. And I'm not directing this at anyone at all. I know in my last video some people thought that I was talking about them. That's not the case at all. It's just these are overall life lessons I'm talking about, and that's definitely one that I wanted to bring up, that your mom is always right. If she doesn't like the person, they're probably not that good. And the reverse is also true. If your mom loves someone, they're probably a really good friend. The fourth thing on my list is to always have fun plans on your Friday night, and that way the whole week flies by. So even if you have like 3 tests, 5 quizzes, and an assignment due on Thursday night, if you have exciting plans on Friday night, all of that is gonna pass right by. Then you have Saturday and Sunday to get your schoolwork done or to work or whatever else you have going on the weekend. The fifth thing on my list is that you don't always have to be paying attention in class to get good grades. If you need to take a 10-minute break to go for a walk, a 10-minute break to just online shop for bikinis, whatever it is, if you need to take a little break, that is totally fine. The school day is long, the school week is long. It is totally understandable to take a little bit of time off from whatever's happening in class to do something for yourself. And another part of that is that if teachers don't understand that, just explain it to them. I had plenty of teachers by the end of high school that understood if someone needed to take a break, go for a walk, get a drink. That really made sense because not everyone can just pay attention all day long. I'm definitely one of those people where if I get out of the flow of class, it's hard for me to get back into it. But if you're someone who can do something and then pay attention again afterward, take a little break. Number 6 on my list is not to stress out about things that don't affect your grades. If you have a math contest coming up, your PSATs, even your SATs, if they're not contributing to your grades or into university, don't stress about them. If it doesn't matter to you, you don't have to try really hard on them. It's not a big deal. If your school gives out awards or certificates or something, don't stress if you don't get one. I remember I used to always get them in elementary school and in junior high school, and then I stopped trying and caring about those things in high school, and it just really didn't matter. Number 7 on my list is treat making time for the gym equally as important as making time for homework. Now obviously all that homework has to get done, it all has to get handed in eventually, but if you carve just an hour out of your afternoon or even out of your school day to go to the gym and get things done there, you will feel so much better for the rest of your day and so much more accomplished. During my grade 12 year, every Wednesday afternoon, I had, I think it was 3.5 hours off school, and then I had to go back for one more class. And I would always go to the gym during that time because it made me feel so good to know that during that big long period of time I had off, that I'd gotten something done and I could go back to school, finish off school, go home, do my homework, or go to work or whatever, and I knew I had just done that little thing for my health throughout the day. Number 8 on my list is don't be afraid to call out your teacher's mistakes. If you see something that they're doing wrong, just let them know. It's not a big deal, especially if you just do it in a nice and calm way. They're probably not gonna get that upset. In high school, I definitely had a few teachers that were more uncomfortable with getting called out, but I feel like that's kind of how you gain respect with your teachers, is just by letting them know that you noticed they did something wrong, just letting them know really casually that it happened, and then you move on from there. Number 9 on my list is the teachers that you don't get along with are actually probably really nice people. I had this one teacher, I never got along with her. We were legitimately always fighting. One time I actually had to get my mom to come in and help out when I was in grade 8 because we could not get along at all. And then after I graduated, she actually sent me an email saying that she really appreciated when I went to the school, that she loved my sense of humor, that she thought I was so outspoken and a great advocate for myself. And I really didn't realize that she held such a great opinion of me, but it was because we didn't get along that well and I had never gotten to know her. But she was actually such a lovely person, and we're still in contact to this day. Number 10 on my list, the most spiteful thing I have to say is actually that no matter what your teacher says, you can always get it done at the last minute. You can always finish that essay the day before. You can do that project over the lunch hour. No matter what, it will happen. I do not know how the space-time continuum bends so that you can get things done at the last minute, but I have never not been able to, no matter what any teacher said. Now, I mean, if it's worth half your grade, you should probably put a lot of time into getting that done, but I'm just saying that no matter what, you can always get it done at the last minute. So that's my list of 10 things that I learned in high school. I know they're super generic and most people probably think the same thing, but I'm hoping this gets to people who aren't yet out of high school so they can just realize these things. If I had realized these at the very start of high school, it would have made a big difference along the way. Before I end this video, I just want to talk about a few things that are coming up. I know I mentioned a room tour in one of my very first videos, and I swear my room is looking amazing, except I'm just waiting for some pictures to come in the mail. I'm doing a little photo wall, so I don't want to do my room tour before I have those in. And I'm actually waiting for another piece of art to come, but I don't want to wait forever to do my room tour, so that's probably coming in the next couple weeks. And then as soon as that's out, I want to do a morning routine video. I've actually gotten a request for that quite a few times now. I also have a couple more ideas for videos with Sophie. She might not know that yet, but hey Sophie, I have a couple ideas for videos with you. I know you guys loved that vlog I did with her. It got so much attention, everyone loved her, so definitely a few more videos coming with her, and actually a couple more car videos I have too. And I also have a few more gym routines on the way, a couple upper body days, I'll probably do another lower body day, and a couple of what I eat during the week videos. So long story short, I have a lot of different videos coming your way. I'm trying to post every 2, 3, 4 days for right now. I don't really have set days I want to post because I don't necessarily get the videos done at the same time every week, but I really appreciate everyone who subscribed to my channel. I know as of today I had 102 subscribers, which is actually so exciting. I know that's really not that many in the grand scheme of things, but I seriously did not think I was going to have more than 10 subscribers, so having that many is really cool to me. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you do so. Like and comment on this video if you have any suggestions for future videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.